This is Wanted Down Under, the show that takes a British family and catapults them 10,000 miles across the world in search of a better life. The Dixon family from Warrington are risking it all to put their emigration dreams to the test. We're giving them 1 week to choose between the UK and a life down under.
It is just so far, and it's just how many people would come and visit.
Electrician Lee worries if it's the right decision.
I'm going to miss my brother and my mum. If I hadn't mentioned this 6 months ago, we wouldn't be in this position now.
While Sharon doesn't know if she could stand to be away from her family.
I like family around me, and I will really miss them, and that's going to be dreadful.
It's the toughest decision they'll ever have to make, and it's about to get tougher.
I don't want to live in Australia.
We knew it was going to be emotional like that, didn't we?
The Dixons are split.
So, what happened when the Dixon family were wanted down under? If you're under 45 and have a skill that's in demand, you could be fast-tracked to a new life. Last year, over 40,000 Brits, more than any other nationality, took advantage of Australia's new immigration rules. But how many really thought about how big a decision they were making? We've given 20 British families the chance to road test Aussie life. They'll get to spend a week finding out everything they can about homes, work and lifestyle. And then they'll have to vote once and for all whether to stay in the UK or move to Australia. It's a huge decision that already has the Dixon family from Warrington deeply concerned. Lee is an ex-professional footballer.
What a go!
He knows he can now really think about moving down under, but he's not so sure he can leave his friends and family or live without his beloved Man United.
My dad was a professional footballer. He played for Stockport County. He took me to his first game against Sheffield Wednesday when I was 7.
Since his dad died, Lee's worried that his life in the UK is going nowhere.
There must be more in life than this, the daily grind. I've seen too many people who've worked themselves into an early grave.
But Lee's wife Sharon is even less sure. For her, family is everything, and her dad doesn't want her to go.
He's going to be devastated if he's going. But all my family, I mean, my sisters, we're always all together. At Christmas, it's going to be hard, you know, just us four. We've never done just us four.
And if they were to move, she knows she could feel very isolated.
Ben is very sensitive, and even though he's only 5, he's made quite a few lovely friends. And at the moment, we can't really talk about it because he does get upset even now.
But maybe she can be persuaded if Lee can promise to get the work-life balance right.
I've gone 3 or 4 days where I've not even seen the kids because I'm getting back after they've gone to bed. And I'm up early in the morning. And that's not, I mean, there's more to life than money.
To help them come to terms with the huge risk they're taking, we've lined up 3 lifestyle options for the Dixons to choose from. Life in the city, the coast, or the countryside. Lee and Sharon have been having sleepless nights about the decision to come, so I've invited them to Australia House in London. I'm going to show them 3 lifestyles with jobs attached. They've got to choose one. So, Dixon family, I have to say I'm excited. So goodness knows how excited you are, because I have got 3 options for you to look at, all in the Queensland area. The first one being in Brisbane. Now, this is quite a large firm, but let me stop there. Why don't you just take a look at the film? Are you ready, boys? And have a look at Australia. The Dixons' first option is the city life in Queensland's capital. Brisbane's biggest pull is the climate. It hardly ever gets cold here, with temperatures rarely below 20 degrees. Electrical work here pays better than in the countryside, with earnings over £30,000, enough for the Dixons to buy a house in one of the old tree-lined streets around the Brisbane River. As it's so central, the prices are high, with a typical three-bedroom house around £200,000. And Jason Skian has a job for Lee.
This is just one of the many types of doors that we service and maintain. We do all types of doors for schools, shopping centres and other businesses, as well as the domestic market. By the sound of it, Lee, you've got the ability and the know-how that would be an acquisition to our company.
The most famous Brisbane house style is the traditional Queenslander. Usually wooden, they're often on stilts, and you can still pick one up for under £250,000. So, with a £30,000 wage packet and plenty of affordable housing, Brisbane's got lots to offer a young family.
There's plenty of work here in Brisbane for you, Lee. This is the place to bring your family.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take that one.
Oh, goody, and I've still got two more to show you, and he's already happy. What did you like best?
I took to him straight away. The guy seemed very nice. I mean, just the whole lifestyle. The whole lifestyle just fantastic.
He wants Australia badly,
10 times better than what we're doing at the moment.
And what about you, Sharon?
Yeah, it looks great, looks fabulous. Right on the beach there, seeing all that, all the surfing, great.
OK, this one is in a place called Nerang, which is more countryside.
Oh, right.
So,
okay.
take a look at this.
Option 2 is the country town of Nerang on the Gold Coast. With its sunny climate, wide beaches and miles of waterway, it's a water baby's paradise. Although it's a sleepy, remote existence compared to Brisbane's, the Nerang River is great for fishing and boating. If Lee picks this job, he'll earn nearer £25,000 a year, but they could buy a house for half of the cost in the UK, as Shane Forsyth knows.
I'm pretty sure, mate, you'd really like it here in Australia and you'd love the Gold Coast. It's a top place to live, great place to raise the kids and the family. It all happens here on the Gold Coast and it's the place to be. I myself have been here 15 years now. I immigrated from New Zealand and haven't looked back since.
You can choose between an older house with character or something modern. Either way, you're going to have plenty of room because the plots of land are huge. So if you choose Nerang, you might earn less, but you get a lot more for your money than in Brisbane. This place, with a swimming pool and a tennis court, cost under £400,000.
So Lee and Sharon, looking forward to seeing you out here on the Gold Coast. Bring the kids along, you'll love it, mate. You'll never go back.
Did you hear the lovely man there saying about how nearly everyone's got a boat?
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be fantastic. And the stuff that he did there, the garage doors is more my kind of line,
Okay.
as opposed to the glazing doors on the first one.
And what did you think? How did you take to him as a person? He seemed like a nice bloke,
Yeah,
didn't
He
he?
did, yeah, same haircut. I mean, I'm sure he'd get on all right.
I know, you are the evil twins. Guess what? I've got one more to show you, and this is in a place called Burleigh Heads, and this is real beach lifestyle. Take a look.
Burleigh Head's one of the most popular coastal resorts in southeast Queensland. The beaches are surrounded by parkland where you can get great views of the coast. You might even spot a passing whale. Surfing's big here, and the housing boom means there's lots of new builds. Chris Colby needs electricians qualified to fit motorised domestic doors.
G'day Lee, this is my house. This is one system we can put in on the average suburban house on the Gold Coast. We do a lot of domestic doors, that's probably where your bread and butter is. Weather's great up here. I don't think I've worn a jumper twice in about 5 years, mate. Middle of winter, a day, 22, 24 degrees. Beautiful. What's better than a sunny day in Queensland with a cold beer in your hand?
Although house prices are going up, it's still possible to get a good-sized house within 5 minutes of the beach for under £200,000. The plots are smaller, but with the beach and parklands as your backyard. And if you work for Chris, you could earn £35,000.
Lee, Sharon, boys, come down, see us on the Gold Coast. You'll have a great time, great lifestyle, and fun to be had by all.
So, guys, that was option 3. OK, so, boys, did you see there that you might be able to see whales?
Yeah. And
Now, I have to
dolphins.
say, your eyes sort of glazed over at the electric doors bit, but seemed to light up at the pool bit.
Once I've seen one dog.
What did you think about that?
It looked even a little bit more upmarket area, that. The grass and the trees, they all looked better, it looked more cared for. It looked a great area, that.
And what was your instinct on all of that?
No, each one got better, and I think
Al
it's
fresco
number 3.
dining.
The bars and cafes.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's what we're after. Definitely what we're
The
after.
jumper twice in 5 years he's worn. Did you hear that? So that was like every night you could sit out in your garden and eat.
Gorgeous.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we're going for.
It's crunch time, so which option will it be? Option 1, city life in Brisbane. Option 2, the laid-back rural community of Nerang. Or option 3, the surf beaches of Burleigh Heads. Tough choice, but it looks like they've made up their minds.
So very, very difficult, because all 3 of those are amazing in their own way. Have you got any idea which one you might go for?
I've got mine.
Well, I think I have. Go on.
My one.
Go on.
What's yours?
3.
I think 3.
That's what I said. That's mine.
Number is 4.
Oh dear, we might just have to have 3. Listen, wow, that was a quick decision. Look, there you go. 3, that in there has got everything you need, plus your tickets. And guys, you're off in just a few days. I'm so excited for you.
So we.
Listen, have a fantastic time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The Dixons have chosen to spend their life-changing week on the Queensland coast. But will it persuade them to spend the rest of their lives in Australia? After a 23-hour flight and very little sleep, Sharon may be smiling, but she's already having doubts.
The thing that worries me most is the actual length of time it takes to get here.
Yeah,
You can't just nip home if you've got an emergency.
Yeah.
It's a full day.
I think it's only just dawned on me how far it actually is. And I'm getting worried already, thinking who's going to come out and visit.
But now that they're here, what are they looking forward to most?
Spending time on the beach.
Yeah, and having a good
Swimming
look round, yeah. But I think Ben's got my phobia now because he's frightened to death of sharks.
How will Sharon deal with her new lifestyle if she's scared of sharks? Lee's got to persuade her to move here for good. Sharon may decide she can't cope with being so far away from her family and friends.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Homely Houses.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm Lindy.
Hi, Lindy.
Hi.
Sharon.
Good to meet you. Come straight in.
We've rented them a 2-bedroom house in Queensland near Brisbane. It'll be a cosy base for them where they'll put Australia on trial before deciding if this is the right side of the world for them.
And in here, yep, here's your TV, and the TV has Foxtel, which is our cable television in Australia. It's got all of the stations on it, plus the air conditioner to keep you cool. Found toys already.
There's good news for Ben and Charlie. By chance, they've timed their arrival to coincide with Brisbane's annual fireworks display.
It's the most amazing firework display in the world because they have 2 big planes come and they let out their petrol and they put it on fire, so the fire goes streaming up through the river.
Sounds dangerous.
It's just amazing. It is dangerous, very dangerous.
Wow, fireworks Aussie style are something else.
Very nice of the BBC to welcome us to Brisbane like that. Thank you.
But it'll take more than fireworks to make Brisbane feel like home. Tomorrow, our family will go house hunting for the kind of home they could afford if they decide to emigrate. Back in Warrington, Lee and Sharon's 4-bedroom home is worth around £500,000. That kind of money is going to buy them a lot of house in Oz. Sharon's looking for a dream home with a shaped pool. Lee's hoping she'll be wowed by what she sees and softened to the idea of choosing Australia. With a tidy $1 million Australian dollars to spend, they're looking for something special. We're taking them on a waterfront tour of the kind of properties they could afford around Brisbane.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh my God.
Wait till you see that one on the corner there. This is the life.
The first home we've found for them is a traditional Queenslander design, which the owners are proud of. It's got 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms and on the market for 800,000 Aussie dollars. That's a little over £300,000.
So this is one of the Queenslander verandas, which is a really lovely area. We spend most of the year out here.
Right. Yeah.
It's got the shaped pool Sharon was hoping for and plenty of safety features to keep the boys in check.
Ah,
There's
right,
a gate
okay.
there and a gate there, so that kids can't
go in.
Can't go into
Oh,
the
right,
pool.
that's a good idea, yeah.
By law, even private pools have to be fenced off.
It's really funny, being from a Pommy background, we have a front-load washing machine because, like, all my friends that are from England all have front loaders, whereas all the Aussies have these big things. Now with the water shortage, you get money back if you buy one of these, and everybody's now buying these. There's some work there. Right, so straight into the lounge room area.
Lovely.
And
It's a good size and is purpose-built to suit Aussie outdoor living.
we don't actually sit in here much because most times we sit out on the veranda. In winter, if you've got people over for dinner that you have just afterwards, you sit here. But we usually start out in the veranda anyway.
Some of the rooms are quite small, but that's typical of older houses like this.
This house was actually built in 1912, which by Queensland standards, that's quite old, but not by English standards.
Yeah, no, but
So
you've
it's
done a
actually
great
got
job.
pressed metal ceilings,
Right,
which a lot of the
brilliant.
early houses have,
Oh, right,
which
lovely.
is quite a
Yeah,
feature
that's a
of
nice
a
feature,
Queenslander.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely, I love your colour scheme.
Oh, thank you.
And if you like entertaining, there's more room downstairs.
This area is our party area.
Oh, right, lovely,
It's
lovely
great
space.
because we have people over in summer, we barbecue out here, the adults hang around here and the kids hang around there and watch TV,
And entertaining in Australia usually means only one thing.
For the size of the barbecue.
Yes, Wayne's pride and joy, great big stainless steel thing. When we got everyone was going, wow, look at the barbecue.
Is this like the GTI of barbecues?
Oh, you can get massive ones that, like a full
not
kitchen.
bigger than this.
Oh yeah, that go around with, you got your ice box and everything. It's amazing what you can get.
That's awesome. I'm almost as excited about this than a truck. yeah, it's just as good. It's probably worth it.
Guided tour over. Do they think this is worth £300,000?
It's a
Beautiful
fantastic,
renovation.
beautiful house.
Yeah.
I think a little bit oldie-worldy for what I had in my mind.
I wasn't sure about the road. I'm not sure
Well,
about
it is a little bit too in the city.
I would like a bit of garden, really. I know it's beautifully landscaped, but I mean, you've seen the rascals. They need somewhere to run.
So that's a no then. Sharon knows what she wants, but will she find it? Property number 2 is a mock Tudor country house on Hope Island, 40 minutes south of Brisbane. It's up for just under £500,000, and for this kind of money you get detached living on a grand scale. There are 5 bedrooms, with space for a 4-poster in the master bedroom.
Goodness, right. It's a very grand house, isn't it? It's very...
Very grand and very unique.
Yes, yeah.
So it overlooks a swimming pool and the river.
Up to that if you want it.
Yeah.
Could you?
Yeah.
It's exactly an acre, 4,000 square metres.
Is it?
Oh, right, this is a nice bedroom.
It's just interesting with the different levels
Yeah,
and
it is.
different
This is
roof
nice.
structure.
Yeah, lovely.
It's
a
got
nice
so
big
much
room.
character, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, and that could be a whole kid's playroom
Yeah,
in there where they
exactly.
could have like
Yeah.
a little...
A fantastic family home.
Yeah.
The large garage would suit Lee and his love of cars.
Are you
What
going
you
to
could
be
actually
good?
do is enclose this if you wanted to make it another room for the kids or something and then have like a carport out here for the cars.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not all. For this money, you get another self-contained 3-bedroom guest house thrown in.
Come and have a look.
Does the cat come with it?
It's negotiable.
Just the place to put up your English relies on an extended stay.
This is nice.
So fully self-contained.
It is, isn't it? Amazing.
There's even a riverfront lawn and a slipway to moor your boat.
It's beautiful view.
And of course, there's the pool. And the kids are tempted.
You're not getting in this one?
Why?
Because you're not. You can't just go in everybody's pool. No. No.
So, what's the verdict, Sharon?
It's a beautiful house, but I just don't know whether I could see myself living here. I didn't feel any flow in the house.
Yeah.
I felt very in and out, round and round, and there was no major area in the house where you were enticed to go, really. Beautiful house and masses of land, which is gorgeous, but I don't know, and I know where the interiors can be changed, but it seemed quite oldie worldy to me.
Yeah,
it wasn't as modern as what I think we were hoping for, really.
So Sharon still hasn't found what she's looking for.
It's absolutely immaculate. You know, these older properties, they might need some work doing to it, but obviously this doesn't. And the view and the grounds.
Let's hope we have more luck with number 3. The Dixons' week-long trial could go pear-shaped if Sharon doesn't fall in love with a house soon. The next one is a waterfront property on a private estate on the Gold Coast. It might not look much, but it could be a winner.
Okay, that's the house you're going to see. 4 beds with media room and a lovely pool for the children.
We're being spoiled.
50, actually, it's a 50 square. Should we start with the best? It's your media room. BBC showing at the moment.
This is exactly what we had in mind.
Yes, you can have a double, double seating as well, so you can have maybe 8 seats in here.
This is a really modern home with masses of space and huge open-plan areas. And the high-spec kitchen with plenty of gadgets has caught Sharon's eye.
Dishwashers, and both of them are, there's 2 drawers in each, so you've got 4 dishwashers as you go along, Very good for entertaining.
I've always wanted 4 dishwashers. That'd suit me.
And Lee's well impressed.
If I could design a house, it'd be this.
Let's go upstairs. Let's go and have a look at the bedrooms.
The master bedroom has a jacuzzi in the ensuite.
Huge shower.
Yeah, beautiful.
And an air-conditioned walk-in wardrobe.
Wow, air-conditioned.
Well.
Goodness.
Okay, and here we've got 3 more bedrooms.
How old is this property then?
This is finished about 4 months ago.
Oh, right, so it's brand
4
new.
months, very, very new property.
So how much for this kind of luxury?
It will be just under $1 million.
Just under $1 million. See, that's a nice surprise.
Yeah, it is. To be on here as
for
well.
For the size,
yeah.
So if you put that into sterling, you're looking at roughly
400,000
pounds.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's just
great
blows your mind,
money.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What you can get for your money.
Yeah, it is.
400 grand. They can afford this. So does it tick all the boxes for Sharon?
You can just imagine yourself living here straight away, couldn't you? You just see it. Yeah, and the kids, I think, from what we've been told, it'd be a really safe environment for them.
Very safe. Security.
Yeah, a lot of children around as well, so...
So 3 real dream homes, but now's the time for our family to decide if there's more on offer here than in the UK. Looks like Sharon's been won over, at least for the time being.
Australian house or UK house? What do you think? After 3? 1, 2, 3. Australian!
So our family are very impressed with the kind of homes they could afford if they moved down under. But there's still a lot to discover before they make one of the toughest decisions of their lives. Because in just 3 days, they'll be voting whether to stay in the UK or make the big break to Australia.
The outdoors lifestyle is another reason for them to make the move, so ex-pro footballer Lee has taken the family out to try some Aussie sport. This is what passes for football here, and there's a good reason why it's known as Aussie rules.
So how you going, guys? You enjoying it or what?
Really? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Really enjoying it.
Fast game? Anything you don't understand?
Everything.
How about from the first whistle to the last whistle?
It's confusing and dangerous, but there's a lot of action.
No, it's a good game. Easy to understand once you know the rules.
Is it? It's very physical, very fast.
It is very physical.
But there's a lot of injuries.
Yeah, a lot of injuries.
Even so, Lee's missing his favourite sport back home.
So, did you watch English football?
I had done, yes.
On Sky or Foxtel?
Believe it or not, I'm a Manchester supporter, so...
Manchester?
Manchester United.
Oh, excellent. It's
Do me. Do me. I'm definitely getting into it. I won't play it, but I'll watch it.
It's exciting and different, but when it comes to the vote, will the boys want to leave British football behind?
So which football do you prefer? The UK or Australian?
UK.
So there's mixed feelings
feelings. Sport's better in the UK, but homes get the thumbs up here. The Dixons are starting to realise that there's a lot more about the Aussie way of life that they still need to be convinced about. And Lee's got to decide whether he can afford the kind of lifestyle he wants. Day 3 and Lee's having doubts. Back in the UK, he's a successful self-employed electrician. Recent changes to Aussie immigration rules mean that for the first time, people with Lee's skills who are under 45 can earn enough points to qualify for a residency visa. There's plenty of work in Australia, but if Lee moves here, he'll have to learn to become a hired hand.
I'm looking forward to it, mate. Got my shirt?
Got the shirt,
Let's go, we'll look the part.
Got the colours.
The work's familiar, but Lee's found out he can only earn £20,000 working for Chris. That's half what he can make back home.
Cheers, Chris.
Thanks,
Interesting
mate.
stuff.
All right, mate, we'll get that door ordered now. And sending up with Wayne now up to Dreamwell to fix a couple of roller doors up there.
All right, man.
And
No
the
problem.
old Big Brother house.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
He's worried about the kind of money he can make as a hired hand. Still, new workmate Wayne makes his laid-back Aussie approach to work sound appealing.
Is he all right having the odd day off? Asking for the odd day off? Is he all right, Chris?
Yeah, he's not too bad. We have a regular day off every month. So,
oh, right.
Yeah, we just pick that out.
You give him that a few weeks in advance, are you, that day?
Yeah, every month we accumulate one day.
Yes.
Which is 1 day of holidays, and we just we pick it ourselves. Yeah.
That's great, an extra day off a month on top of weekends. But will it make up for the low pay?
What's the hours like, Wayne?
It's not too bad. I start at 7:30 and usually knock off about 4, but sort of finish when the work's done, I guess.
While Lee's working, Sharon has some time off with the kids. Thousands of miles from home on her own, this is when Sharon's going to feel the huge distance from her family and friends. Playing on a beautiful beach with her boys, it looks idyllic. But will it fill the void in her life if she decides to move to the other side of the world? It's the end of the day and time for Lee to report back. He's had a shock about his Aussie earning power, and for the first time, he's got misgivings.
Are they coming in? They're very loud, aren't they?
They've been getting louder and louder for the
Yeah.
last half hour.
Have they?
Yeah, this happens every night, apparently.
Oh, you're on that swing?
How is he going to tell Sharon he's not going to earn as much as he does in the UK?
Earn lots of pennies.
Well, I don't know about earning lots of money.
If you have to do a vote, you do the UK or the Australian job.
There's more money at home. There's more money per job at home. When you work, when you earn in English, spend in Australian, it's great. But when you're earning Australian, spend in Australian, there's not. You know, you've got to be careful. So I'm afraid this time it's going to be UK jobs.
Lee's impressed by the work that's available here, but leaving his business back in the UK would mean losing up to half his earnings. Australia certainly offers a great lifestyle, but can Sharon and Lee afford to live it? Meanwhile, it's Sharon's turn to test herself. She knows that one thing she's always lacked is the confidence to live life on her own terms away from her family. Something she'll need to do if they're really to move to Oz. She's always wanted to swim with sharks, but been afraid to try, so where better than to put herself to the test.
I'm lost for words now.
Off you go, Jerry, that's great.
I don't want to do it.
There's your mum.
Lee's impressed, but also a little concerned by her newfound bravery.
Whenever she does something different, it's usually me by her side. I honestly thought she was going. I honestly thought she was going to back out. To do this on her own, it has surprised me.
Look out, because there was a shark coming!
I'm not sure what kind it is, but that is one of the biggest. That's probably about 3.5 metres long. That is massive.
That was amazing.
You're very brave, Shaz.
Maybe now Sharon's found the confidence she needs to make the bravest choice of her life.
Well done, you.
That was the most incredible thing I've ever done. That was amazing.
Swimming with sharks might not be on the top of your wish list, but the Aussie outdoors lifestyle is for many who are thinking of emigrating to Australia. But then there's the deadly wildlife, not just sharks, but snakes and spiders too. So how scared should you be? The Aussies are renowned for their outdoor lifestyle and their food. Put the two together and you get public barbecues like this one in Brisbane, where you can enjoy a party anytime, day or night. Just switch it on and all you've got to do is bring the food. But how do you know there isn't a deadly funnel-web spider waiting to pounce, or a hungry tape-in snake lurking in the bushes ready for its next human meal?
I had a redback in the backyard last summer.
We've never seen a snake, you know, at home or anywhere around here.
Spiders are a bit like women. They're temperamental and they could react to anything badly.
Oh, last time I seen a snake, we caught it and ate it.
But let's put things into perspective. The last fatal bite from a redback spider was over 50 years ago, and despite over 2,000 registered bites a year, only 100 people have had to be given anti-venom injections since 1980. The funnel web is one of Australia's most notorious killers, but remember they only live in moist ground, only strike when provoked and are hardly ever seen. The other deadly spider is the redback. They like shrub land and rocky conditions and some urban areas, but only attack very rarely. This is the only Aussie snake you should be able to recognise. It's the taipan, but you're really only going to see it in the bush. The times they've been seen straying into homes can be counted on the fingers of one hand. No one has ever died of a taipan bite. If all else fails, just remember the 3 most important rules for keeping safe. First, make sure you can recognise the deadly spiders and snakes just in case. Secondly, take the locals' advice and steer clear of walking under trees or wear a hat. And lastly, never swim where you're told not to. The Aussies have had drummed into them since birth what to do if you get bitten or stung, so you're never far from someone in the know. We're taking 20 British families halfway around the world to find out if a new life in Australia is really for them. Lee and Sharon Dixon are risking everything they have for the chance of a new life for themselves and their 2 boys in Queensland, Australia. At first, they were impressed by some of the properties they could afford.
This is exactly what we had in mind.
And the outdoor lifestyle that goes with them.
That's awesome.
Lee's discovered that work in Australia doesn't match up to the £40,000 a year he can earn in the
So
UK.
I'm afraid this time it's going to be a UK job.
And though she's faced her fears by diving with sharks, Sharon's still really missing her life back home.
It is just so far, and it's just how many people would come and visit.
For both of them, friends and family are extremely important. Will they still be looking forward to the chance of emigrating when they hear what they're saying back home?
I'm going to miss everything about you, and I love you and your family to pieces.
It's the last day of their week in Oz, and Lee and Sharon have taken time out to reflect on what they've seen.
Not a disappointment.
No, we
Not
haven't.
a disappointment. We've seen
yeah.
some fantastic properties.
Yeah, I think the activities were brilliant.
Yeah, we've done some fantastic stuff, things that we'd probably never do again.
No, yeah, and it just made it a bit better for the kids, because when they were looking around houses, we could always promise that the next day we would do something good for them.
Yeah.
Being able to try out moving to Oz for real has forced Lee to reflect on what his father might have done with his own life before he died 10 years ago.
I think my dad would have done this. I think he would have.
Yeah.
He wanted the best for his family, and I think if he was maybe 5 years younger, he would have come out here.
Sharon's undecided, and the consequences of the decision they must make are weighing on her mind.
When it comes to the crunch, all this is just taking your mind off it, hasn't it? Really, it has.
Yeah, yeah.
But when we get back home again now, and we see all our family, then it'll just bring it back home, really, how much we will miss them again. If it was a 5-hour plane ride away, then yeah, there'd be no question in my mind that we would definitely be doing it. It is just so far, and it's just how many people would come and visit.
Lee's doubts are growing too. He's feeling the distance from his family, especially his mum, who can't even talk about the possibility of them leaving.
She hasn't openly said she's upset, but I have heard that she broke down a couple of weeks ago. But it's only a day away. I mean...
But I think since we've come out, I know you only say it's a day away, but it took us a week to get over it.
Their week in Queensland has forced Lee and Sharon to think about whether they're really ready to make the biggest decision of their lives. It's a huge step. So to help them consider how much their choice will mean to their friends and family, we've recorded some messages from back home.
Hello Lee, hello Sharon, and the boys.
Hello.
Hello.
When they get on that plane, and I know that that's a time when I won't be seeing them for a while, I'll be very, very sad. I'll be broken-hearted.
Sharon's sisters will be broken-hearted too.
Since Mum died, we have become, I don't know, a jigsaw puzzle that's gone together, really, hasn't it? I don't really know how to describe it.
Yeah.
We just sort of fit together.
We're just a very close family unit, and we see an awful lot of each other and speak to each other nearly every week.
My mum will be understandably upset, obviously. It goes without saying. Her and Lee are very close, and her and the kids and Sharon are very close, so I think a few extra visits a week will be called for from us, I think.
For me, the boys are going to miss you, and I'm going to miss you terribly. Who's going to help me look after this new baby as well? So it's going to be very sad for you, but it's obviously very sad for us losing some great friends as well. Love you lots. Bye, darling.
We support you no matter what you're doing. If you want to come home, you know that we're all here for you, and we're really going to miss you lots, aren't we?
What's your name?
Say bye-bye, Ben.
Bye-bye, Ben.
Say bye-bye, Charlie.
Bye, Charlie. Bye, Achilles. Bye, bye, Shower.
Love you lots.
Love you lots.
Do hope you've investigated every little point, which I know you will have done, for the sake of those kids. Make sure it's right, Lee. Make sure it's right, Shah. And come home if it's not right.
Selfishly, I'm going to miss you so much. Sharon, I love you to pieces. And me, Grace, Lee and Dougie are really going to miss you. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. I'll be absolutely fine, we all will. And we'll come and visit as often as possible. But I just need you to know that I'm going to miss everything about you, and I love you and your family to pieces.
I'm not going to go.
I just want to go home now. I want to go home now as well.
Come on, mate.
Going home tomorrow.
Yeah. Go see Nana, go see Roro, Uncle Carl, Andrea, won't we?
I was very surprised when I saw Ben's little tears.
I mean, that's just people on telly saying goodbye, and he knows that he's going to see them again next week. To think what he'd be like if we actually do go.
Do you want to live in Australia?
Yeah. I think the Dixons are split. You two against us two.
One last message from Lee's mum.
Right, you listen to this now. Hello, Lee, Sharon, and my beautiful boys, Ben and Charlie. I'm going to miss you more than words can say, but I am 100% behind you, whatever you decide to do. I'll miss you, Ben and Charlie, and our little chats and hugs. I love you all very much, and I will be thinking of you constantly. Oh, my love, Mum and Nana. That was nice, that was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
I'm so glad you did that, though, Mum. It hasn't changed my mind at all, but it's nice to know.
You can live in Australia by yourself.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go anywhere without you, mate. No. We've got to do everything together. We've all got to be happy. You know? We'll have a chat about it, but we're definitely not... We're definitely not going to do it if we're not all happy. Okay. Is that a deal?
Deal.
Right, brilliant. Oh.
Squeeze with me. Are you starting to cry?
No, I'm trying not to.
after all the emotions of seeing the private thoughts of their friends and families, our family still has to make up their minds. So, on the last evening of their week in Australia, will they vote to stay or return to the UK? Lee's always been the keenest on the idea of moving.
There must be more in life than this, the daily grind. I've seen too many people who've worked themselves into an early grave.
He's had a difficult week coming to terms with all the changes that a move could bring. He's found that although there's plenty of work here for someone with his skills, jobs aren't as well paid as he'd hoped.
There's more money at home. When you earn in English, spending Australian, it's great. But when you're earning Australian, spending Australian, you've got to be careful.
He's also found it more difficult than he'd thought, realising that a move here would take him so far away from his mum.
Oh, try not to.
It's crunch time, so how will he vote?
Australia.
Despite his worries, he's still convinced that Australia has the best future for his family. So what about Ben and Charlie? They've enjoyed the sunshine and space, and the outdoor life really seems to suit them. But for little Ben, the idea of such a big change is too much.
I don't want to live in Australia.
So have they been convinced?
Australia!
Yeah. Oh dear, looks like there's some convincing still to do. And what about Sharon? She's got the deciding vote. For her, spending a week in Australia has been a revelation. She's been really impressed with the quality of the homes they could afford if they moved here.
I always wanted 4 dishwashers.
But being so far away has really made her appreciate the ties she has to life back home.
The Dixons are split. I just want to go home now.
So has Lee managed to persuade her that Australia can really offer her a bright future?
And I think I'm a bit waving in the middle.
She's still pretty undecided, and that means the Dixons are split. But Lee's got one last piece of persuading to do.
Let's give it a go. 10 years tops.
Under the circumstances, I will say I will change my mind and we'll give it a go for a few years.
Yes! Well done, well done.
So the Dixons will give Australia a try for 2 years, then reassess. But who knows how long they'll stick it out.
The sea's always there.
So it looks like the Dixons are heading for Oz, but it could be up to another year before their visa is granted. And as they found out, doing the paperwork is the easy bit. Join me next time and meet another British family who are wanted down under.
So jealous. Well, a big party for the kids at home means an even bigger distraction for the mother-in-law in After You've Gone tonight at 8:30. And what an entrance! A Devonshire dwelling with no front door next on Homes Under the Hammer.